Welcome, Superuser. Today we're going to learn how to enter dynamics and articulations using keyboard shortcuts. Furthermore, we're actually going to learn how to customize these keyboard shortcuts to make them so that they work optimally for you. So first off, we want to go to our expressions tool, right? And then just click as if you're going to enter an expression normally. You'll notice in the upper right-hand corner of each of these boxes, there'll be a symbol, right? Either a 1, a 9, an H, an S. That is the keyboard shortcut for that specific articulation or dynamic, right? So if we look over here at forte, right, in the upper right hand corner we have a 4. That tells us if you press down a 4 while we click, we will actually get a forte in that spot. So let's cancel out of this and go to this measure, right? Let's say we want to have forte at the start. So I'm going to press 4 and then click, and we get a forte, 4 and then click, 4 and then click. Same thing with all the other ones. So like G will get us the FS, right? And just G and click. We don't actually have to press capital G. I know it shows a capital G, but we can just press a lowercase g. And there are other keyboard shortcuts in other places as well. So if we look at accelerando, we can just press an E, right? E gets us an accelerando. And same thing with many of these in here, right? And it works as well. The same thing for the articulations. So I'm just going to enter a note, go to the articulations tool, right? And if we look at the box in the upper right hand corner, there are a bunch of symbols over here too as well. So like a very common one that I use a lot is accent, accent A. So if I go over here, press A, then click, we get an accent. And so that's how you want to start learning how to enter these expressions and articulations, because it'll greatly speed up your workflow. Because then you don't have to go over here to the menu bar every time, scroll down, find your favorite up bow symbol, and then select it. You can instead just say, oh, I want up bow. Nice and simple. Now, these keyboard shortcuts aren't necessarily the most optimal. For instance, I really like most of my keyboard shortcuts on the left side of the keyboard. That way I can use my left hand to enter the keyboard shortcuts while my right hand has the mouse, and they don't actually have to move positions at all. So how do we end up changing that? Well, it's simple. Let's say we want to change an expression, right? Let's say we want forte to be F. F for forte, right? In the expressions tool, we want to press Shift F, and it will automatically pop up. This is what it previously was, right? However, we can say, go over here, forte. Now if we hit assign, normally it'll just put a forte there. This time it won't. It's actually assigning the keyboard shortcut to the forte. So now if we go back and look at the forte, you'll see forte now has an F, and forte piano doesn't have that F anymore. So if we go over here and press F, forte, we now have our dynamic as forte. So that's how you do it for expressions. The process for articulations is exactly the same. For instance, let's say we want the number 1 over here, which is normally a fingering number, to actually be lined up with number 1 on the keyboard. To do that, all we have to do is press Shift 1. You can see I've assigned it to a single tremolo line. That's my custom thing. But let's say we wanted it to be 1 over here. We just go over there, select, and now whenever you press 1, it'll come up with the fingering symbol on top. So that's how you both assign dynamics and articulations using keyboard shortcuts, as well as being able to modify them for your own personal needs.